Welcome, Tarnished. Today we're diving into the Death Knight build, a powerhouse setup perfect for taking on the challenges of Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. The Death Knight's twin axes are a dual paired weapon with a unique and effective moveset. These axes deal primarily physical damage, but also include lightning element, and to wield them you're going to need 14 strength, 12 dexterity, and 16 faith. They scale with strength, dexterity, and faith, with strength being the primary focus. So we're going to crank up strength to maximize damage and raise faith to 25 for buffs and incantation, and dexterity will get a few points just to keep things smooth at higher levels. The twin axes come with the Blinkbolt twin axe weapon skill. Requires a little bit of timing to get used to with practice. As you get used to the skill, you'll be able to pass through attacks and reposition yourself for awesome follow-up combos. Now let's talk about the Death Knight's long-hafted axe. This is a great axe, and that also scales primarily with strength and excels when two-handed. And so when I'm using the long-hafted axe, I like to pair it with the two-handed sword talisman. So that, just keep that in mind when we're swapping things out. And it's something you can have a little bit of flexibility with there. You'll need 23 strength and 10 dexterity and 18 faith to use it. And once you get to plus 10, it will scale up to a B in strength, an E in dexterity, and a D in faith. It does both physical and lightning damage just like the axes, and it can be upgraded to plus 10 with somber smithing stones and the somber ancient dragon smithing stone to hit that plus 10 mark. The Blinkbolt's long-hafted axe skill is where the fun really begins with this one. It transforms you into like a bolt of lightning, and so you do a similar rush towards enemies, but what's different about this one is you do a massive heavy attack that launches you into the air, and it has like this vertical leap to it. So I found myself often avoiding enemy attacks by leaping over it, and then you could reposition by doing the crushing blow down onto them. So I love that about it. If I had to choose, I'd like this one a little bit more, but I'm still getting used to both of them. So anyways, yeah, when you fully want to capitalize on this, you'll activate the skill and then immediately follow up with a heavy attack to launch yourself into the air and do the second part of it. As far as armor and buffs, I'm using the Death Knight's armor to match the theme and go along with the set. It also boosts the skill damage of the Blinkbolt, and so the full set doesn't really offer enough poise, make it through your attacks without getting staggered or interrupted. So what I've done in this scenario is I have the Death Knight helm, the Death Knight armor, and the Death Knight gauntlets, and then I swap the greaves out for Goss's greaves. I'm not sure how to say it. I'm sorry. Let me know in the comments how to say that. Swapping those out for Gus's greaves, it gives you that 51 poise breakpoint, so you won't get staggered as easily. And then for buffs, I'm using the Gravel Stone Seal. That gives a 15% boost to Dragon Cult incantations, and it lends itself well to the spells that we're using, which are the Lightning Spear and the honed bolt. And then don't forget to use Golden Vow, Flame Grant Me Strength for added damage and defense during tough boss fights. Now, my talisman setup includes Taker's Cameo, Rotten Wing Sword Insignia, Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, and Shard of Alexander. When you're using Taker's Cameo and Crusade Talisman, those ones specifically get you attack power and health back when you take out enemies. And so you want to make sure to swap those out during boss fights. You want to use that two-handed sword talisman when you're using the Great Axe. As far as Great Runes, I would recommend going with Radahn's Great Rune. It gives you extra FP, stamina, and health. However, Godric's Great Rune is also a solid choice for all-around stat boost. As far as my attributes, I'm at level 175, like I mentioned, and so my Vigor is 52, my Mind is 22, Endurance is 30, Strength is 80, Dexterity is 20, and Faith is 25. Let me know in the comments which weapon is your favorite, and if you're like me, you could just use both. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for more Elden Ring guides and DLC content, and I will see you in the lands between. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.